Oh, so it was me and Malamar, and he just told me that I smelled funny. He said that I smelled like fish, and I was like, bro, that's really hurtful. And we're at the salad bar of your local Shoney's, dear listener. The Shoney's, the one that's been closed down for 5 years and is being turned into a Wendy's as we speak. We was eating them shrimps like a bunch of fat fellows we were. Then I remembered that a shrimp is a sea roach, and Malamar thought this was offensive, so he said that I smelled like fish, and I was like, "Excuse me, you underwater bitch, go back to the deep sea." And he challenged me to, excuse me, I'm a little emotional right now. He challenged me to a eating contest. He said, "I bet you can't eat all of this whipped cream in this tray at the salad bar." And I said, "Bet." So I did. I ate all of it, the whole tray. And well, joke's on me, as it turns out that wasn't whipped cream. That was actually something else. And then as I was in the parking lot yakking, I couldn't help but yell, "You better be kidding me." And that's a true story that happened in my life. I ate a whole tray of Shoney's butter. Hey everybody, welcome to Pokemon
The
After
fuck is
Darkrai.
Shoney?
You don't know what Shoney's is?
How was the
No.
Malamar so far away from the ocean?
Well, he travels in a Pokeball, you see, Cody.
Yeah.
Welcome to Pokemon After Darkrai. This is a no holds barred, no nothing podcast. We're talking about Pokemon and hurt the ones we love, and baby, we love everyone. My name's Bret. Gracie, say hi.
Hey.
I know. And Gracie, just so you know, a Shoney's is a familial restaurant. Familiar restaurant where witches go to get their Sunday food in after church. And then, like I said, it closes for about 5 years.
Barrel.
Right. Imagine a smaller, shittier Cracker Barrel, but with a buffet. A Golden Corral.
A Golden Corral!
But smaller. Yeah, there you go.
Oh.
Then it closes for renovation for 5 years and then reopens as a Wendy's. And joining us today, Gracie, I would normally ask you how you are, but honestly, I can. Well, usually you pay for that content that good, or you get engaged. But it's not important. Anyway, you're derailing my thoughts here. You're screwing me over here, Gracie, and not in the way that you said.
Over?
Stop it. Joining me today, and Gracie, she's here too, is the one, the only Codey Mathis. Cody, or should I say Dr. Cody?
That's unfortunately that's the future that we all have to live in. So that's probably
you have something in common with Gracie here, and that she'll also share that title someday, right, Dr. Gracie?
Yeah. Dr. Someday.
Dr. Someday. Is that your villain name? Like Dr. Tomorrow, but Dr. Someday. Dr. Someday, I'll get you.
It's like a procrastinating villain.
Yeah,
he's like, what it is.
You're like, I built a bomb 3/4 of the way, and someday I'm going to be pushed to the edge.
I feel like I want to be Dr. Yesterday.
Dr. Yesterday, and
Dr.
Sounds menacing. Like, what the fuck did I do yesterday? You'll never know.
I don't remember.
Also, I don't.
No one knows.
No one knows.
Or you could just be like able to time travel, but only be able to time travel to the day before. Time travel. What is the English language? Do we have anybody here that's a doctor in English? Nope. Moving on.
Okay.
So this is
soon.
Nope.
Soon.
This is probably the smartest podcast we've ever done.
Obviously.
Yes. Cody's big brain and Gracie's brain, and mine
is not big.
I didn't say big.
I know. Bitch.
My no brain, my zero brain. I got one of those motor brains for like that they thought that dinosaurs had in their butts. That's what I got.
Are you Abby normal?
I am.
Wait, does nobody?
Some man, some mantha, some man.
No, Abby normal is from a Gene Wilder movie called Young Frankenstein. Look it up. Get cultured.
Get educated.
Get educated.
Gracie, I'm hip. okay? So I don't need to know your
Gene
old
Wilder
people-
was hip in my day.
your old person things. I'm older than you. What are you talking about? Learn what TikTok is, Gracie. Cody,
What?
what are you doctoring of over there? What do you got
Yeah.
upon your plate, if you don't mind me asking?
I am doctoring entomology, so it's insect
Ooh.
science. So I study native pollinators, so a lot of native wasps, native bees, native flies.
I saved the wasp in my sink. I should have took a picture so you
You
could properly identify it.
I would have
Save
known what it
the
was.
bees.
Save the bees.
Save the bees. It's we've been saying it for years.
But the problem with the save the bees hashtag save the bees is everyone thinks it's just save the honeybees
No, you got to save the carpenter bees that destroy your
the
porch, too.
bumblebees.
and the bumblebees and all of the other over 4,000 species of bees that are native to North America,
Mhm.
which the honeybee is not. It's not native. We brought it over.
That's why it's called the European honeybee.
Correct.
Ha ha! Hey,
There's
score
gonna
one for the
plug-
no brain.
I'm gonna plug another Have you ever heard of the podcast Ologies?
Yes.
They did not pay us.
Okay.
Not sponsored.
Not sponsored.
Not sponsored. But
Allie
one of my
Ward is my pod dad, and I love her.
one of my friends was just on Ology.
Which one?
So they were just recording it. So
I'm on her Patreon, so I probably already know it.
What the
Schmitty,
fuck is happening here?
we
Hold
are
on.
having a
We're
conversation.
having a moment. Which one?
Hush. The doctors are talking.
Oh, excuse me. Pardon me. Pardon me, doctor. You have the floor.
No, Schmitty
Okay.
Thompson is a geologist. You know them?
No, I just love my,
Okay.
my brother's a geologist. Continue.
Okay, so Schmitty is a geologist. They are studying at Oregon State University, which is actually my alma mater. And they are on my trivia team on Skype a Scientist After Dark trivia on
After
Thursday
DARKRAI.
evenings after DARKRAI trivia. Yeah, so
Copyright.
that's how I know Schmitty. And I was talking to them about Harrow the Ninth, which is a really good book that we're just reading right now. And they were like, "Oh, I can't talk right now. I'm about to record with Allie Ward." And I was like, "Oh no."
Real quick, Gracie, you know all these podcasts that you're not
Yeah.
sharing with me. So like you just have all these insight. Are you cheating on After DARKRAI? Is that what it sounds like?
Okay, if I got asked to be on Allie Ward's podcast,
Uh-huh.
I would shit my pants
I don't know who that is, but why don't you ask them to be on our show?
because she's like a phenomenal human being, and I want to like hug her.
She busy.
That's
She
how I felt
busy.
about That's how I felt about Cody, and I was too scared to ask her to be on the show.
I don't know why you have such
I
a
don't-
opinion.
I was terrified.
Allie Ward is like in the top 100 like podcasts of America.
Yeah, it's like asking. Oh, this is a bad example, but I don't know. I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that. It's like
It's-
asking.
It's
It'd
like
be
asking.
Stephen Colbert to be on our show.
Correct.
It's like asking Will and Greg from It's Super Effective to be on our show.
No,
Yeah.
they'd probably one of them.
Well,
would
maybe.
probably
Well,
be.
Greg has already been on the show, Gracie, as you'll recall.
Oh, he was.
Greg was on the show.
I
It was
love
fantastic.
Greg.
He is obviously way more funnier than both of us put together.
It'd be like asking NPR to be on our show.
I plan on
the
asking.
entirety of NPR.
I plan
Yeah,
on
the
asking
entire
Will
company.
again. Will again here in about a month or so. I
Mulligan?
want to respect
Mulligan?
his time.
Mhm.
So he's busy. So I don't want to be one of those infamous people that he blocks.
Also,
He
Cody,
does block.
whenever you like share your social media, I'm gonna go follow you.
Yay!
Yeah.
I'm so glad you
Yeah.
two have bonded and forgotten all about my existence over.
Who the fuck are you?
I don't know. You know,
Bret.
fun fact, I used to want to go to school for geology and then I dropped out twice and never
Well,
went.
Go to
So
school for geology. Now's
Now-
the time.
now I just collect rocks, pretty
I'm
rocks that
a-
I find.
I'm a
Rocks
over
are fun.
30 something PhD student, so
Same.
it's never too late, man.
I'm a nearly 40 something podcaster. What that should tell you all you need to
Never
know
too
right there.
late.
Never too late.
It's dear listener, it's never too late for you.
Forever learning.
Cody, this is a Pokemon show. I don't know if you knew that. What
I
is
had an
what is-
inkling.
like a Malamar?
At Inkay?
An
Inkay.
Inkang.
Inkang. Oh, is that a shirt?
No.
Should be.
I had an Inkang. No. Okay. Gracie said no. She shut it down immediately. Cody, what's your relationship with Pokemon here? I first heard of you on that show, It's Super Effective, and your love of bug Pokemon was like, ooh, I got to get her on so she can be on my side and not Gracie's, and we can talk about bug Pokemon the whole time. And
Gracie
look at
don't like
here.
Pokemon?
No, it's just no, she does, but I'm the bug guy. Thank
Okay.
you.
Well,
Look at me, Cody. Look at me. Please.
well,
I'm
too late.
begging
Now,
for your attention.
You want bug. You were the bug guy, and now I'm the bug guy.
Now you're the bug guy. You're welcome on our show anytime for any reason, even if it's not Pokemon related. Today, I dissected the thorax of a parasitic wasp larva. Cool. Well, they don't have thoraxes if they're larvae. That's neither here nor there.
Why did you do that?
I don't know.
Okay. My relationship with Pokemon. So, I want to say that it was back in my first Pokemon card was a Tangela, given to me by Tanner Starr on bus route number 8 in Oregon. Thank you.
Shout out to Tanner.
Shout out to Tanner and bus route 8.
Bus route 8 in Green, Oregon. But after that, I was like, man, I do like Pokemon. It's pretty great. And so my parents got me. I
like a little.
I got
green
yellow.
Oregon.
Yeah, it was called green.
Green oregano.
So I got yellow, and then I just got one of each gen. I had the original. I don't even know if I still have it. It's probably not here. Like the original Pokedex, like book that you could get, the official,
the red one.
Yeah, the official one.
I had that too.
And I had stickers and everything. It was really cool. So I was super into it and I played one of every gen until I skipped out. You know, we all had our I'm too old for this moment. Mine was Diamond, Pearl, Platinum. And then I was like, fuck it, I miss Pokemon, and I came back. But I haven't beat a lot of Pokemon games. I've learned that I have ADHD, and so I get really distracted because there's a lot of things you can do in the games. So I was recently going back through and systematically beating them all and completing Pokedex, but I am not doing that anymore. Which is fun because when all these spoiler alert for later, when all these Ultra Beasts come to Pokemon Go, it's like a surprise for me. I'm like, what the heck is this? I've never seen this before because I just didn't do that.
That must always be real jarring to be out of the loop with Pokemon, even for that gen specifically, because when you see an Ultra Beast, you're like, who was smoking crack on that day at the Pokemon Company when they created this thing? But there's some
Pokemon that I see and I'm just like, what the heck is this? Like, when did this happen? And it's almost always from that gen.
But that's why I love them so much, because they kind of buck the standard with Pokemon. Like they're supposed to be not from this dimension, which is what I love about them.
That learning curve, I stopped playing after Gen 1.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wait, I need
so I had red, blue, and yellow, and then I went through a traumatic event and stopped playing. And didn't play until Pokemon Go.
I saw it briefly.
Yeah.
My cat just came in. You want to purr into the mic? Can you purr into the mic?
What is the cat's name?
Bowser.
Bowser the cat.
Perfection.
And my dog is Remus.
The terror of plumbers far and wide.
Far and wide.
Your pipes have been leaking for years. You just can't get anyone in there to fix it. Bowser always drives them off.
He stops them at the door because he just wants pets.
Yeah.
But I still play. So I play Pokemon Go. I actually just beat Arceus, which was amazing.
Ooh.
I did play that one. Yeah.
I didn't.
Oh, I love it.
It's so good.
It's so good. And then I realized recently that I had the DLC for Sword and Shield. I had the DLC, but I never played it. And so I just went and beat the Isle of Armor, and I'm trying to complete that dex now, and then I'll move on to the Crown Tundra. But
yeah, I started playing Shield, and then I didn't play the DLC.
Mm-hmm. So question for y'all, what you getting, Scarlet or Violet?
Hold on, I think Violet.
All signs point to Jet Dragon.
So are we an all Violet podcast here?
I mean, it is the superior color, I do believe.
That was why I wanted it. It also has,
I liked the sword thing the legendary that was
Yeah.
coming out with it, but also the girl that is the professor. Fuck yes.
Except she's in
She's for
Scarlet.
Scarlet.
Yeah, I'm sorry to burst the
Oh!
bubble.
We get the
Yeah.
guy.
Yeah, we get the Hot Pants McGee.
I might switch.
There we go.
I mean, fair point.
I can trade you the Fireblades Pokemon.
Hell yeah, we can
Clearly- clearly. Don't stop cussing at me, Cody. We talked about this.
Ceruledge.
It's hurting my feelings.
Fuck you.
I am exercising to try and get rid of my cellulage. Look, clearly the professors fit a theme of like the past and the future, right? Like Dr. Hot Pants is clearly like this edgy, like he's like you could tell he's got this perfect hairdo and he's just got those fuck me eyes, and then she has those fuck you eyes and the fangs, and she probably doesn't shave, so
Oh yes.
Let's bring back body positivity and
Yeah.
not needing to shave. Hell
Oh my
yeah.
god. I had to tell you about this TikTok I saw. It was so great.
Oh boy, this
Hold on.
hold on. Let's start Gracie's TikTok segment.
Okay, so it was about like women who don't shave. And it's like, oh, you probably don't want to like hang out with me or like do things to me because I don't shave. And the next clip is the kid from Up going, the wilderness must be explored.
And this ends Gracie's TikTok corner.
You
Cody, you mentioned Ceruledge. We forgot to talk about that from last week. We talked a little bit about the new trailer and somehow missed these fancy Digimon they showed up in these trailers.
They're Mega Men.
They're Mega
Mega
Men.
Men.
They are in fact Mega Men. Ceruledge. I can't pronounce it and I refuse to. Clearly it stands for Cerulean Edge.
Also, keep talking. I have to pee.
Oh, you could have just went and done it without bringing attention to it, but you know, I'm leaving it in. Ceruledge. It sounds like I'm about to burst in this song. Ceruledge. The Fireblades Pokemon is Fire and Ghost, 5'3", 136.7 pounds. Real specific there, and its ability is Flash Fire. It dons an old set of armor steeped in grudges and wields blades made of fire and ghost energy. In battle, these blades transform into great swords to increase its Ceruledge's power. Cuts from these great swords leave wounds from which life energy will flow. That's called blood.
I adore that it dons an old set of armor steeped in grudges.
Yeah. It's this very, I will say this, it's very anime looking.
They both are. They both look very anime. Also,
Yeah.
I love the jokes about Ceruledge's boots. Like boots are made for walking, you know, like because it's got these like
it's got those like huge boots that open up like past the knee, but then they turn into a very fine point. I'm assuming that's the Violet exclusive, yeah?
Yeah, it is. It's exclusive to Pokemon Violet, and then Armor Rouge is exclusive to Scarlet.
Now,
one thing that I love about Ceruledge is that it can learn the new move Bitterblade. Bitterblade is a fire type physical move that gathers the lingering regrets of the fallen.
Oh, beautiful.
Pokemon so edgy, and I love it.
Literally. He doesn't even have like hands. He has literal like just elbows with swords on the end.
It focuses that bitterness into a solution.
That's incredible. I didn't even see that.
Yeah. Okay. So you wanted to talk about Armor Rouge.
Armor Rouge. I thought it was I'll be honest with you, since I'm not smart and you are, I was thinking it was like Armor Rogue.
How would you say it, Gracie? Armor Rouge or Armor Rogue?
I think it's Rouge now that you said it that way.
Armor Rouge.
I think you're smart. Yeah, because it's also a color, right?
Yeah, Rouge is
armor and Rouge.
Yeah.
So it is the Fire Warrior Pokemon.
I like this one better than the other one. If I'm
well, then get Scarlet.
I know, but
how do you like this one better than the other one? The other one was like
I don't know. I'm a
sleek
sucker.
and sexy.
I mean,
I just like purple.
We won't kink shame. I just kind of like his or her or they's fire ponytail with like the bulky. I like that bulky
the Mega Man
shoulder pad look, you know. And also the legs don't look like
You're
they
a
have
fan of the
giant boots
80s.
that open up at the knee, and he's got cute little oven mitts.
Definitely rolls a
Definitely
paladin
the
or a
80s.
warrior.
Armor Rouge's set, it's Armor Rouge, by the way. I looked it up. Armor Rouge's set of armor belonged to a distinguished warrior and is the source of the energy used for its psychic type moves. It also uses the psychic capabilities of this armor to control the fire energy within its body and unleash attacks. So we think like this is the privileged douchey armor of a person, and then the other one, the armor that Cerulege wears, is the one that like was always in that person's shadow in life. Is that what we think it is? Am I thinking too much into this?
You're too deep. Too deep. Pull back.
Pull back. All right, cutting it from the show forever.
Cut. Forever.
He will blast right past you if you're not careful. He has a signature attack called Armor Cannon. Armor Cannon. Oh,
Cannon.
his like shoulder pads turn into like a literal. It kind of looks like a flower
to
pot,
form a
if I'm being
cannon.
honest. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yup. We did it.
Good
Those
job,
are-
team.
Did you
Good
guys
job,
talk
team.
about the cloth as well? Did
We
you
talked
cloth?
about that last week, but we can
Okay.
go. What do you?
No.
No. Cloths is definitely an arthropod. Maybe
It definitely is an arthropod, or what's a crustacean for sure.
crustaceans are arthropods, are they not?
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
So I love that it can rotate its protruding eyeballs. I love how it eventually gets dizzy.
That's precious.
It goes upside down.
It is very funny.
And I love that this dex seems to be very like our animals lose their limbs because of there's like the lost drop tail or shed tail for the baby legendary, but then there's also
Cycle newt.
cycle newt, and here it says even if Cloth loses a
Motorcycles.
claw in battle, it'll grow back.
Oh,
So
like the lizards.
yeah, exactly.
They gotta write in ways for the Pokemon for people to eat Pokemon in the Pokemon world without killing Pokemon.
That was the first thing people said that I've heard people say that like shed tail is something that's going to be retconned into Slowpoke, and then it's all going to make sense.
When will they do that? Why won't they retcon it?
Someday.
Please, Pokemon Company, we gotta know.
We need to.
So the Cloth is also one of the Titan Pokemon found in the Paldea region, which I'm thinking is going to be like the what were those things called in Sun and Moon? The Totem Pokemon. They were
Mhm.
like way bigger versions of normal ones.
I mean, them
From-
calling it a Titan is just a straight up showing that it's Breath of the Wild.
Oh,
I
100%.
I didn't play that.
There are
Fuck
there
you.
are Titans
Why?
They're
in
all
Breath
tight.
of the
You
Wild.
know, Gracie, I'm so sorry I couldn't afford to buy a copy of Breath of the Wild to appease you.
Well, now you got to do it before Tears of the Kingdom comes out.
I just don't like Zelda.
Yeah, I'm out. Bye,
I'm
guys.
disconnecting.
Look, you privileged Nintendo havers. I grew up with the Sega Genesis. Don't come at me.
I also
Thank
grew up
you.
with a Sega Genesis, but when the Nintendo came out, I literally only got that's like all I got was a Nintendo 64 and
Never had one.
Ocarina, and that was it.
Never had one.
Hell
Couldn't get
yeah, the Eye of Trip.
I'm not even looking at the video right now. I'm looking at stuff. What am I missing? Is it something important? It's a podcast. Talk about
It's
it.
pretty important. Gracie showed a Zelda tattoo that she has.
Yeah.
Oh, that, yeah. We have matching Mew tattoos.
We do.
We do. But we won't show them, not without a price.
I just saw a tattoo that I want to get.
What is it?
It's this. There's this artist in town that
Oh,
has
yeah.
flash, and this is the flash for people that are on the audio podcast. It's like this really artistic looking like line art of a mantis.
I love it. Have you seen those
I
ones where
want
people get the beetle like on their like arm or their leg, and
Yep,
then they
and
open it
then
up
they
and it's
open
the
it.
wings? Yeah, it's pretty rad. I
That's
kind of wish I'd have
cool.
thought of it. Kind of wish I'd have thought of it, but now I can't get it because now
Well,
everyone
you
wants
could
it.
do it like here.
Yeah.
I'm kind of I'm
Get an
yeah, I
armpit.
got room.
Armpit.
Get an armpit beetle.
God.
Yeah, but I got like a theme going here. Like it's all space on one arm and all robots on the other.
Business in the front, party in the back.
Space in the front, robots in the back,
There it
baby. There it is. Well, next up, I guess Kartakana and Celesteela came out in Pokemon Go.
Oh my god. Did you look at the I don't know. Do you use Pokegenie at all?
Did I look at the? I don't know. I don't know if I did or not, if I'm being honest with you.
Hold on.
No, I did not look at the Pokegenie. I am not the competitive person you are.
Hold on.
This episode of this
What am I looking at?
I don't know. What am I listening to?
This sword is.
Are
this
you
Pokemon
okay?
is just a sword.
I was trying to open something and it was really loud and I was saying, hold on.
I thought your ceiling fan fell on your face.
No. What was I gonna
Pokegenie, go.
Oh my god. Okay, so the queue for the one in the northern hemisphere was like, I don't know, maybe 800 people. The queue for the southern hemisphere one was 98,000 people.
What does that mean? I don't understand.
Okay, so Pokegenie is like an app that like you can like try to get like people will send you an invite for the raid.
Mm-hmm.
Like you have to add them on on Pokemon Go, like you get a code, like their friend code, and then like it's like a whole system, right?
Right.
And so that means that in like people were hosting raids, and the people that wanted to do them in North America, like there was enough people that the raids were only like 700 something, but 98,000 people wanted to do the Southern Hemisphere one.
Which one is that one?
The
Celesteela.
Yeah.
So I wanted to bring this up because hi mom. My mom was mentioning how she got 6 Celesteelas and 6 Kartakanas, and I think she's a cheater. I think she's a dirty cheater.
Who's inviting her to these raids?
She says she knows somebody in the local group that's been inviting her, and I think a dirty Pokemon dealer is dealing my mom dirty Pokemon. So mom, don't try anything that you wouldn't let your own son try.
They're spoofing.
That's what I suspect, but I don't know for certain. But
we're not gonna throw shade, but we will.
Mom, hey, look, someone offered my mom raids. My mom said, I would like to do these raids because she's a sweet lady.
Can you I missed that. Can you say that again?
Yeah, can you say that again?
My mom is a sweet lady. Is that what I said? What did I say?
I would like to do these raids.
I would like to do these raids.
Thank you.
That's so weird.
Is that gonna be your new ringtone? I would like to do these raids.
I'd like to do these raids, please. Please.
I mean,
can I have some more?
More raids, please.
You know, just because you two are smarter than me doesn't mean you all are allowed to gang up and hurt my feelings. Okay.
What?
I'm no longer invited.
I'm gonna have to
disinvite.
You know what?
Disinvited.
I just have to take a break right now.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna go pee.
No.
Pokemon After DARKRAI is brought to you by Heliolith Hooked on Phonics. Learn to say words like Heliolith 10 times fast. In other words, such as Cellular Ridge and Armarugi. Gracie, we recently partnered up with Heliolith Hooked on Phonics so that we could relearn how to speak English, because the number one complaint that our listeners have on this show is that we don't make any fucking sense. And we took that to mean that we needed to relearn how to speak our own language. Gracie, what did you recently receive? The fabulous 12 CD-ROM booklet of Heliolisk. I literally have to pause every time I try to say it. Hooked on Phonics. What are some examples of words that you learned to relearn?
Yo trato el biblio de Heliolisk y yo quiero que es muy bien.
And Codey Mathis, please, you're smarter than me. Did you understand any of that?
I did. She said she enjoyed the Heliolisk Hooked on Phonics and that it's very good.
And
she was just speaking Spanish.
You two can learn Spanish as well as how to say English words like cloth.
Alola malola malo.
Yeah. Luve disque. That's French for love disc, and more.
Spineric.
I'll show you a love disc.
That's concerning. People might not know this, but it's actually pronounced Natue. He stole the heart of Tafiti. Use promo code DARKRAI.
Biblioteca.
Biblioteca DARKRAI. For approximately a percentage off Heliolisk hook Helio that
Look.
thing. Bye. And we are back. What a wonderful pre-recorded ad that we just had that I'm sure generated quite the cash flow for our sponsors, whoever they may be. I can't wait to find out who it was. And if you would like us to read your ad, send us some money and we'll do it.
Yeah.
That's the easiest way. Yeah, no problem. No problem. What do you want us to say? Toes are terrible and should never be mentioned on the podcast again. We won't agree to it, but we'll say it for a price. No, Gracie.
I can get rid of them.
Tickle me tenders.
No, redacted.
Anyway, we gotta redacted this top secret podcast. Dear listener, do you have the proper clearance to listen to this? I sure hope so. My puppy is here to make sure.
Aww.
Oh, look at that tail, the baby.
We have to roll a random Pokemon before we get too sidetracked.
And while you're doing that, I will say that we are so redacted. We could be found in a desk in Mar-a-Lago. Who knows? So redacted.
Yeah.
Extra redaction.
Fuck that guy. Oh, baby. Number 557. Gracie, do you care to take a guess?
No, because I already know what it is.
Oh, you don't lift the veil, Gracie. Cody, it's Dwebble.
Dwebble.
It's Dwebble. I always called him Dwebble because he's a little dweeb.
He's so
You're a
pretty.
dweeb.
Yeah.
I know. That's why I relate to him. You know, recently I was hanging out with a friend and we were trying to decide who ourselves and our other friends' starter Pokemons would be. And she said mine would be Dwebble. To which I replied, why? Because it's a dirt bug like me. And the answer was yes. The rock in Pokemon. That's INN.
Mm-hmm.
Dwebble.
It's its house.
It's
It's
its
its
house.
house. It's actually it's less of a bug and more of a hermit crab, but
The crustacean.
Crustaceans are with bugs.
they're arthropods.
Yeah.
They're introduced in Gen 5. It evolves into Crustle starting at level 34, but we're going to talk about Dwebble first. This Pokemon can easily melt holes in hard rocks with the liquid secreted from its mouth. What that mouth do, though? It makes a hole in a suitable rock. Sorry, I made myself laugh. If that rock breaks, the Pokemon remains agitated until it locates a replacement. Have you guys ever seen a Dwebble without its rock on?
I see the picture.
Doesn't it kind of? It's very cute, but doesn't it kind of look like Paris a little bit?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like a lot. Like it looks like it a lot. And I love Paris, by the way. When it finds a stone of suitable size, we already did that. I mean, I'm the same way. I'm always agitated until I find a hole of suitable size. Something like that. Something. Dick joke. I heard a giggle. When it finds a stone appealing, it creates a hole inside it and uses it as its home. Same. This Pokemon is the natural enemy of Roggenrola and Roly-Poly. How shitty would that be if you were a Roggenrola or a Roly-Poly and you're just kind of minding your own? You just decide to take a nap one day, and then
I was like, no.
how cool would that be if there were Dwebble variants? Kind of like how like Slowpoke evolves with when a shelter clamps on its tail. How cool would that be if like Dwebble had a version where it was a Roly-Poly or a Roggenrola for its shell.
That would be pretty cool.
But it's still alive because it's Pokemon, and that'd be too dark if they were just corpses.
I don't know. Pokemon can get pretty freaking dark.
He's like, hey,
Yeah.
Mr. Roggenrola, I'm gonna put my ass in your eye. Okay.
We just talked about how Cerulege has like regrets in its armor.
Yeah. By the way, is Roggenrola's mouth its eye, or is its eye its mouth?
Let me look.
Why not both?
I always
He screams, for he does not know the answer.
he screams for he does not know. I don't know.
He sees the screams and he screams his vision.
I'm trying to figure out if that's an eye. It never moves.
It first tries to find a rock to live in, but if there's no suitable rocks to be found, Dwebble may move into the ports of a Hippowdon. Ouchies.
Oh.
Ouchie bobouchies. Banana
The
Fana. Dr.
Roggenrola's
Fauci.
the Roggenrola's hole is its ear.
What? I just flat out refuse. I flat out refuse. That cannot be. No, Codey Mathis. No. Redacted.
No.
Redacted.
No.
I think it's cute. I think Dwebble's really cute how it has these. I love that these Pokemon have like symbiotic relationships with others. So like with Hippowdon, you know, if it'll come upon a Hippowdon and Hippowdon's like, I got this rock stuck in my port. And he's like, bro, I got you.
I got you, bro. I got
you. And then he takes the rock out. And then it says, and in return, the Hippowdon looks after the homeless Dwebble, which is super freaking cute.
That's adorable.
That is adorable. I thought the Dwebble just kind of sticks his butt in one of the Hippowdon's ports.
No. He takes the rock out and then
I
tries
thought
that rock.
Relationship.
I thought the Hippowdon was like the equivalent of a hot tub jet, you know, when you're like, you know, in a hot tub and you just have to kind of saddle up to a jet there and you know, that grin creeps across your face. What,
No.
Gracie? I'm an adult man. Let me have my small pleasures in life when I visit a hotel room.
All right.
You do you.
No other Pokemon has the same egg group combination as Dwebble in its evolved form. It was leaked internationally in the opening for Pokemon Black and White. Dwebble is based on a hermit crab, which lives within a hollowed out rock rather than a discarded seashell.
I had a hermit crab once. Yep.
This line has one of the more disappointing shinies.
It does, but I still want it.
I have one.
As a person who like just wants all the bug shinies to begin with, like I want it. Give it to me.
That's fair.
I feel like the shiny in Crustle is where the major disappointment lies. Like it could be so much better with the various layers of rock.
Mm-hmm.
You know, different layers of rock in real life can be very pretty, very just great overall.
Your geologist is showing.
No, I just like pretty rocks. And I feel like, and I love Crustle's design showing layers of rock, but I feel like the shiny doesn't do enough. Like it's just like a little bit green. Like the crab itself is green, and then
it's still better than the whatever is going on with Dwebble.
Like why?
Yeah, Dwebble just has like one color, like his one little like ore that you can see
can't really
on
tell.
his rock. Yeah.
I just wish that the Crustle, who has like a big block of stone, it could have been a different colored stone, right? Make it marble, make it sandstone, make it, you know, I don't know, just anything really. It's just the same colored stone with a green stripe instead of like a yellowish orange.
That's how Pokemon is. Like they only change solid.
I hate it. Anyway, Crustle. What a terrible name, by the way. Crustle. It just sounds like a STD.
It's like the Earth crust.
Man,
it's supposed to be crust and castle to put together.
I went out clubbing last night and got a bad case of the Crustle.
It's bad.
Competing for territory, Crustle fight viciously. The one whose boulder is broken is the loser of the battle. Is it pronounced Crustle?
I say crustle.
Crustle? Oh, there we go.
Think like castle. Like
Kinda
I guess
sounds-
castle. You don't say castle.
I say Crustle because I just
say
like
crustle.
soft tea.
Maybe. Well, I think I say Crustle because of tussle, but that doesn't make any sense because it's spelled completely differently.
Obviously,
It is. It is different.
It possesses legs of enormous strength, same, enabling it to carry heavy slabs for many days, same, even when crossing arid land. No, I'm in the air conditioning. When its boulder is broken in battles for territory, it feels unsure and begins to weaken.
Crystal without its rock is pretty cute too.
The highly... I have to look that up. Hang on a second. Oh, yeah, there he is. It's very funny. The highly territorial Pokemon prefers dry climates. It won't come out of its boulders on rainy days. Its thick claws are its greatest weapons. They're mighty enough to crack Rhyperior's carapace. What? That's wild, y'all.
I feel
Well-
like you should, because of that lore, you like specifically Crustle should be able to like fuck up a Rhyperior.
I feel like
Yeah.
he should have his own like special move called Thwomp. And he can just thwomp dudes.
Well,
Hey,
No-
same. I just looked at its Pokedex entry for Black 2, White 2. When its boulder is broken in battles for territory, it feels unsure and begins to weaken.
I just said that.
Same. Well, you didn't say loud enough.
I didn't say same at the end of it. I said same for the other one where it carries heavy slabs. No other
I don't
Pokemon.
do that.
has
I
the
weaken and feel unsure.
You know what? Same.
Thanks.
You know
Oh, I
other
see what you're reading now. Okay.
No other Pokemon has the same egg group combination as Crustle and its pre-evolved form. Crustle represents July in the Unova horoscope. Hey, I'm a Crustle.
What is the Unova horoscope?
I didn't know that was a thing. We got to click on that.
didn't either.
I am a Whimsicott.
We're-
What am I?
What's
we
your-
yeah,
what
like
month?
she knows your birthday stuff.
January
month?
11th.
Just a sign or
Sawsbuck.
something.
You have a Sawsbuck.
I love Sawsbuck.
I'm looking at it now.
I'll trade. I didn't think Whimsicott was
I'll
a...
take Crustle.
I love Whimsicott.
It's not a ram.
It's kind of got like the fluffiness of a ram, though.
Scolipede would have been cool.
Is it just trying to like copy the Zodiac but Pokemon?
Yeah,
Mhm.
Okay.
yeah. I mean, I don't know what tipped it off, Gracie.
Well,
Well,
Sawsbuck isn't a goat.
he's a deer.
I know.
We know you're a doctor in education, Gracie. Teach me something.
Words are hard.
Words. I already knew that.
I know. Teaching you.
I appreciate that. Cody,
Learn-
can you
learn
teach me
it.
something about entomology?
I mean, what do you want to know about
Just-
entomology?
Just give me a random fact.
Well, I've already said that there are over 4,000 native bee species in Pennsylvania, in North America. Pennsylvania has 437.
Okay, I didn't know there were 437 in
437.
Pennsylvania alone. Wow,
Correct.
that's a good fact.
New York has 500.
Wow, how much does West Virginia have? That's the only state I care about.
I
I
don't know.
We have a
I
very
don't know if people.
localized bee population. We call them hill bees.
I hate him.
Consarn it! Speaking of smart folks, I, being the dum-dum that I am, have created a trivia game just for you two smarty pantses to compete in here today. The loser will be banished from After DARKRAI. At least until their next appearance. The
Okay.
winner will become the permanent host of this show, and I'll quit forever.
No.
No.
I will
Reroll the prizes. Reroll the prizes.
Yeah, reroll.
Here, I will describe bug, or because of Gracie's education background, psychic Pokemon. It's the closest thing I could get to smarty pantsness. Often combining them with the types of, with insects or arthropods in general, where I'm able to honor one of you, and then the other one of you is just here. I'll let you two fight over who's who. And you
I'll just
two
be
will
here.
have to figure out what it is.
Okay.
Do we understand the nature of the game?
Sure.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
This oceanic arthropod is an example of gigantism in the deep sea. Their on-land cousins are often underground rock and rollers. Their large compound eyes have nearly 4,000 facets, and they have 2 pair of antennae. You can give me what it is in real life and the Pokemon that it
Can you
was
read it
based on.
again?
Yeah, read it again.
This oceanic arthropod is an example of gigantism in the deep sea. Their on-land cousins are often underground rock and rollers. Their large compound eyes have nearly 4,000 facets, and they have 2 pair of antennae.
Like the Pokemon has 2 pairs of antenna?
No, the real-life creature.
Is it a crab?
I think the Pokemon might also.
Oh, is it an anorith?
Incorrect. I really like this. I really, really like this background, like,
Yeah,
fucking...
this is some.
Oh, wait,
this
wait.
is some
Bring it
stuff.
back. This is my game show music. Yes. Incorrect, Gracie. It is not, in fact, whatever it was that you said.
Wait, is it? Can I say another one, or do I have to wait?
I don't know. Cody, Dr.
it-
Cody.
Is it a crab?
It is not a crab, no.
I don't understand. Oh, is it like a gigantic isopod? Is it like Galysopod?
She got it!
Okay.
The answer is giant isopod, which was the inspiration for Wimpod or Galysopod. Is that what your second guess was going to be, Gracie?
No, it was Concher.
Nope. Moving on, they have 1 pair of wings, which are long and narrow, and they stand upon long, thin legs. Their larval stage is known for being aquatic and can spawn in tires, buckets, etc. They often require the material of other animals to fertilize their eggs, which leads to them being a rather large nuisance to humans and a vector for disease. They're also known for bodybuilding.
Oh, it's a buzzwole.
Buzzwole.
Ding, ding, ding. It is Buzzwole, based on the mosquito.
Mosquito.
So if
You
it
guys-
had 2 pair of wings, then it could have been in the order Hymenoptera. And some of your things were telling me that it could have been an Odonate, but I kept going back to it. It only had 1 pair of wings, and Odonata have 2 pairs of wings. So I was like, no, it has to be Diptera. So
Do you see me nodding my head? Yes.
I knew some of those words.
I
Not in
knew
that order.
I knew
I knew some of those
Hymenoptera.
words.
I've heard that word before. The architecture of this thing's anatomy defies the biological. While ancient in some forms, it does not share the age of it with species of any animal. Their presence generally includes some sort of purposeful mark, composed of many simple lines, and can be found infesting everything from wood and paper structures to stone, and even occasionally surfaces of metal. For a price, you could even find them in the sky.
Is it a Durant?
I think
How
this is one
many-
of the psychic ones.
How many
Oh.
Durants do you know in the sky? I guess if the males and the females, the elates are flying, I guess that...
Wait, okay, read it one more
Okay,
time.
so it's not a psychic Pokemon. Okay.
No, it is.
Okay.
I'll give you that.
Oh.
The architecture of this thing's anatomy defies the biological. While ancient in some forms, it does not share the age of it with species of any animal. Their presence generally includes some sort of purposeful mark composed of many simple lines and can be found infesting everything from wood and paper structures to stone and even occasionally surfaces of metal. For a price, you could even find them in the sky. This is like a riddle.
Is a riddle. This is like
it a
Pokemon of the
Claydol?
week.
It's I kind of made this one riddly. Yeah.
Is it Claydol?
It is not Claydol.
Oh, so in the sky, I mean, like,
Oh, is it
and the
Zatu?
lines and everything.
It is not a Zatu.
Everything makes me think it's unknown. Like a lot of the clues.
Ding, 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 ding!
Oh, it is.
It's unknown!
I suck at this game.
So the thing is, the architecture of this thing's anatomy defies the biological because they're not based on anything biological. They are ancient, and it does not share the age of any species of animal
Okay,
because they're not a
okay,
species of
okay.
animal.
Yeah.
Their presence includes some sort of purposeful mark, aka
I get
language,
it.
Mhm.
and they can be found on a variety of materials. And if you paid for it, you could have a Skyrider write them in the sky. You could also have said letters. Why are you flipping me off for, Gracie?
I'm mad. Just keep going.
The most notable part of this group of animals is its translucent, bluish, purplish, pink, or mauve bladder. They like to float about the Pacific, and despite being highly venomous, they serve as tasty occasional snack for tortugas. blue shellos and grapple-octor artillery may rip off their tentacles to use as offensive weapons.
Never mind.
You were real excited there for a second.
I thought it was Muna.
No, I'm afraid it's not Muna.
Yeah. Tentacles. I mean, I would think it would be like
I was thinking-
Tentacruel.
I was thinking Malamar.
Wait a minute. Ding, 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 ding. Tentacruel is the correct answer.
Yeah, I got one.
Otherwise known as the Man-O-War. So Man-O-Wars have various colored bladders that they use to float around the Pacific. What is this fucking music? It's driving me crazy.
It's 60s game show music.
It is terrible. They like to float, and they are often eaten by tortugas or sea turtles. Blue shellos or what are those called? Blue sea dragons? I can't remember what they're called. They're like nudibranches.
Yeah.
And various octopuses will rip off their tentacles and use them as offensive weapons.
Oh, good to know.
This eusocial words.
Try again.
This eusocial species is distributed through Central and South America, and it currently takes the official top spot on Schmidt's Sting Pain Index, described as, quote, walking over flaming charcoals with a 3-inch nail embedded in your heel. The sting has also been described as waves of burning, throbbing, all-consuming pain that continues unabated for 25 hours. While Bulbapedia may describe them as having jaws like traps, I disagree and have instead described what I think it should be. Or it could also be a bulldog ant.
You have a guess, Gracie?
Thinking.
Come on, I basically spelled this one out.
Is it
She's toying with you. Look at her. She already knows what it is.
oh my god, is it Sunfisk?
Absolutely not. No. I'm so sorry. Gracie.
Is it Durant?
It is in fact Durant, but what is the insect I was?
Bullet ant.
That's the bullet ant, yup. Durant, they say on Bulbapedia that it's based on the trap jaw ant, and it maybe a little bit, but
That's
thing,
what I was thinking
on.
of, like
Like an ant lion.
yeah.
Yeah.
That would have been Trapinch that you were thinking of, maybe, as well.
I'm just stupid.
No,
Okay.
You're not-
you got
You're not
Buzzwole.
stupid.
and
You got Buzzwole, and you got Tentacruel.
Okay,
Yeah, I
keep
thought
going.
it was Malamar. So
Yeah.
Keep
This very smart animals. Wait, what? I need Heliolisk hooked on phonics. This very smart animals in Pokemon sometimes train Pokemon themselves. Their real-life counterparts are considered to be among the most intelligent of their order. They can even use tools, and although they can be quite social, they're also somewhat solitary in their existence. Most of their time can be spent foraging for fruit and resting. Same. They're not monkeys.
Oh. So it's not Zarude.
It is not Zarude. Is Zarude a monkey? Or is he just a great ape? No, he's a
an
monkey. He's
ape.
got a tail. No, he's got a tail, though.
No, you're right. He's got a tail.
Yeah. See, I'm smart. Thanks. To the shock of all.
I'm so farms other things.
It
No,
trains other Pokemon.
It is a Pokemon that is so smart it can train other Pokemon.
To me, that is like, oh, it farms other Pokemon, which some ants do in real life.
It can also use Pokeballs.
What?
Something that no other Pokemon can do, in that it can use Pokeballs and then train like a Pokemon trainer.
Like Ditto?
I mean, if Ditto were one of the Pokemon in its Pokeball, it's a Pokemon that it can essentially be a Pokemon trainer.
Is it a Rangaroo?
It's ding, ding, ding. It's a Ranguru. Oranguru or an orangutan.
Is it an orangutan, not a monkey?
Mhm.
I had no idea.
Very
that it could do that.
intelligentio. Indeed.
I was thinking about what
Now this is what I'm talking about.
Okay,
We're in the 80s now, baby.
let's do it.
We're nearing the end here. Living in the deep oceans near hydrothermal vents, these water bug boys feast on epibiotic bacteria that can grow around them and on their own bodies via fine, hairy spines. Their hairy pincers contain filamentous bacteria, which may be used to detoxify poisonous minerals from the hydrothermal vent waters. Though it's more closely related to a squat lobster, This creature is part of the inspiration for the worst Pokemon ever designed. What is it?
Got some hatred going on here.
Oh, me and Gracie both agreed on this. No Googles.
I'm not. I'm trying to think of what it would be.
So it's another.
It's a deep sea.
Yeah, deep sea, and it's a crustacean.
Arthropoidal crustacean.
You said...
I'll give you crustacean.
Okay, crustacean. So it's one of like the crabby boys.
It is a crabby boy. However, it is more closely related to a squat lobster. I'll give you this. They do call it a crab in its common name. Like a something crab.
It's like a spider crab?
No, it's not spider crab. It's got fine, hairy spines all around its body.
It's not corefish.
No, it would not be corefish.
Is it like Kingler?
No, Kingler's one of the best Pokemon ever designed. Thank you very much.
Okay, well, we both guessed.
Monster?
Come on. The worst Pokemon ever designed is not Clawitzer.
I know, that's why I was confused.
All right. I'll go ahead and do this one. Crabominable is the worst Pokemon ever designed. And it's based on the Yeti crab. The Yeti crab is what we were looking for. Gracie, we've been over this.
I forgot.
It's okay. I forgive you.
I pushed it out of my memory because it sucks so hard.
For $10 a month on Patreon, Gracie, I can forgive you.
All right, sounds good.
What am I looking at? What game is this from?
Crabominable? Oh, that is from that's from your Ultra Beast gen.
There you go. That's why I don't know what the heck I'm looking at.
It's the worst designed Pokemon of all time. I hate it.
It's also not bug type. It's fighting ice, but okay.
Correct. Yeah. However, it's I think. Wait, is its pre-evolution? Is it just fighting? It might be just fighting, but it's a crab boy. Anyway.
Oh my god.
Pre-evolution, great. Oh, I want to point that out.
Let me look at okay, continue.
These aquatic shark-like fish have a pair of long barbels about halfway along their spiky snouts. Despite the Pokemon that's based on it being more akin to a true shark, I disagree with this one, but take it up with Bulbapedia. They cannot swim as fast as their Pokemon counterparts do, like a torpedo through water, but certainly they could make short work of any wooden boat they came into contact with in Hoenn. Woo!
It's not a Sharpedo.
Good job, Gracie. You got it.
Oh, yeah.
You nailed it. It is a Sharpedo.
I'm trying to think of what Sharpedo is supposed to be based on.
It's supposed to be based on
like a skate or
a
something?
saw shark. A saw shark. Yeah, I don't see it either. There's no saw anywhere. He kind of looks more like a Mako or something.
I'm also real sad about
like the head of a Mako shark.
Yeah.
Also not particularly bug or psychic, so just ignore the fact that I put that one in there.
It's all good. Since I'm playing Pokemon Shield, like Isle of Armor right now, there's a heck ton of Sharpedos coming at me, and it's real frustrating. And you see their booties, and their tails are all ripped off.
Oh, that's their jet engines. Don't feel sad.
No.
Yeah, but it straight up looks like their tail is ripped off. Though.
You know that if a whale jumps too hard, it can jump out of its tail. And that's what happened to Sharpedo. They actually jump out of their tails.
Yikes.
It's the whale tail. Thank you, whitest kids you know. There are a couple of Pokemon based on this little lady. Their round or elliptical dome-shaped wing coverings are Ladybug. Or Ladybug and Orbeetle, both based on a ladybug. Wow, really fucking with my flow there, Gracie.
Nailed it, Gracie.
I nailed it.
Fucking nailed it.
Well, see what you can do about this one. Often defined as the awareness of facts or as practical skill, this creature can be described as having a bad case of helmet hair and can be found in freshwater bodies of water.
Helmet.
Now you know. I need that hooked on phonics. Now you know a bunny relies on its speed and agility to evade predators. Imagine this looks like that, but instead its eyes are always closed. Seeing said eyes could wipe your mind like a neuralizer. Now imagine that closed-eye bunny has 2 long fancy tails. Sources of its existence are often described as perception, memory, rational intuition, inference, and or testimony.
It's Yuxi.
Damn! Really? You just knew that shit?
Because I just played Arceus and I just did the trials of the 3 lake spirits. And I remember when they come out and they're like, I am memory. And I'm like, you need to calm, you're a Pokemon. You need to calm the fuck down.
Like, finally,
So
I found you, memory. Wipe them from the face, delete, transfer.
Yeah, I knew when you were describing it, I was like, yeah, definitely it's one of the freaking lake spirits.
Gracie,
and then
I
when
put
you
that
said,
one in for you.
When you said closed eyes, I was like,
well, I'm dumb.
I put that one
You're
in for
not
you.
dumb.
That's the knowledge Pokemon too. Wait, Cody, does this? Oh, I got it. So you guys said redacted on the prizes. The prizes, so the score is tied, and the next score wins. Clearly, the winner gets the other's future doctorate.
That's fair.
But then just like if I get her doctorate, then she can just have mine when I finish. So either way, we end up getting okay.
Win.
Cool. Let's go.
Fine. The winner also gets my seat as the host of the show. Come on.
Can I have chocolate instead?
This is another eusocial group of ladies domesticated around 2600 BC and whose hard labor is often consumed and used to create other products by many, many other species, but especially by humans. For a bonus point, what Pokemon is based on this threatened type of extremely important and valuable pollinator?
So it's Apis mellifera, and the bonus point is none of them.
Yes!
None of them!
Yes! She got it! Codey Mathis nailed it!
No Pokemon. There are no bee Pokemon. There are none.
I literally
There are none.
put
Is it because
no
Beedrill is
Pokemon.
based off a wasp?
Beedrill is based off a wasp. Combee is a honeycomb. It's not a bee. It is a honeycomb.
It's like 3 grubs put in a
And
honeycomb.
Vespa is a wasp.
Vespiquen
too.
is a wasp. Not Combee, cutie fly, because some people say cutie fly is, but it's a fly. Ribombee
Flies can pollinate.
They can, but it's not a bee. Ribombee is a bee fly, and it's definitely based on the bombylid. So bombylid.
When will there be a Pokemon based on the hummingbird moth? My dream Pokemon.
Dude, that would be awesome.
You know what my favorite moth is?
A what?
The Luna moth?
I have a favorite moth.
What's that?
The Luna
Lados.
moth.
Oh,
It is the Luna moth. That's fine.
they are very beautiful moths for sure. If you've never seen a hummingbird moth, dear listener, YouTube them. They're the coolest thing. And if you get lucky enough to ever see one, it'll blow you away. They're so cool.
I have pictures of one I saw like
I've
literally
seen-
the other day.
I want
I've
a
s-
Pokemon.
Oh, they're beautiful.
Oh.
I've seen 2 in my life. Gracie, they're literal moths that beat their wings as fast as a hummingbird, and they just go around sucking out flowers just like
When
a
they
hummingbird.
fly
would.
around, so this picture was from September 9th. But yeah, and they're called clear wing moths because their wings are like super clear. But when they fly up to something, you're like, oh, it's a hummingbird, and then you're like, nope, that's an insect. That is
They're
an insect.
rad.
They're really cool.
And folks, that's going to do it for us on this episode of After DARKRAI. I resign my post to Codey Mathis, the new host of After DARKRAI. Welcome aboard. You could probably rename the show to Dr. Pokemon. That's not a bad title, actually. Give me the producer credit for that. Dr. Pokemon. Dr. Professor Pokemon.
Professor Poke.
Dr. Professor Pokemon versus Dr. Professor Pokemon.
The Pokemon professors.
Pokemon Professor Talks. Thank you for coming. You can follow Gracie at Lady Z Rain on Twitter and on her Twitch at VGracieZ, or you can click the link tree in the description below. You can follow everything After DARKRAI or Pod Dog or whatever the fuck it is that we're doing on our link tree, also in the description below. And Cody, is there anything that you would like to impart upon the people before we take off here and I fade away into obscurity?
Well, I will say that my Twitter handle is at Codey Mathis. It's just my name. But what I would like to impart is that if everyone could reach out to Masuda and ask for an accurate bee Pokemon, I would be forever in debt.
flood those Twitter boxes, flood those Instagram DMs, flood those email handles, and find him on the street, but don't bother him. Just leave him a nice note on the windshield of his car to find later.
Yeah, but the other two podcasts I'm on, so obviously Bret already mentioned It's Super Effective, which is the Pokemon podcast run by SBJ and co-hosted by Will and Greg. I don't know why they have me on it, but sometimes they ask me to be on it, and I am beyond grateful every time. And then the other podcast that I'm on sometimes is called The Harvest Season, and it is a farming game podcast where we talk about cottagecore games and like things like Stardew Valley, Animal Crossing, things like that. I recently did an episode on a game called Bear and Breakfast, where you are a bear and you're running a bed and breakfast. Very lovely.
That is fantastic.
And I also did episodes on a game called Apico, in which you are a beekeeper, and in a subsequent DLC that's about to come out, there is a character based on me named Dr. Codey Mathis.
Oh, that's so cute.
She comes to the island and is like, oh my God, you don't know shit about solitary bees. And she slaps a bunch of solitary bee pages in your like journal and is like, go freaking educate yourself. Which is me in real life. So
that's amazing.
Yeah, check out Apico and The Harvest Season and It's Super Effective and all these things. And I'm now following you, Gracie, on Instagram, on Twitter. Thank you.
Links to all those things she said will be in the description below as well. But if you missed it, good luck. You'll be able to hear it next week when she hosts the show. I'll be the guest.
Yay!
And don't forget, Gracie.
Hey.
After you pollinate like the bees,
DARKRAI will take you out by your knees.
Jesus, Gracie. I feel like bees really set you up really good. Like so many things rhyme with bees. Like after you get bees, you can DARKRAI will suck on D's.
I had to go with the bee's knees. It's the classic.
The bees.
Should have worn my bee's knees hat. One of my friends owns
what are we
coffee
doing?
Shop called Bee's Knees Coffee, and I go there.
Not not sponsored, but we will definitely take a free cup of coffee to whore ourselves. We'll whore ourselves up for coffee.
Anytime.
Something would definitely do. Yeah.
If you come when I'm in
I always am.
If you arrive at the coffee shop the coffee trailer when I am working, I'll get you a free cup of coffee.
Let's go.
You just gotta drive 5 hours. Gracie, you've got to drive probably longer.
Yeah.
Way longer. It's actually a mandate that me and Gracie cannot exist within the same time zone, or the universe will collapse in on itself.
That's fair.
A giant butthole will rip open in the sky. Some may call it an ultra wormhole and just suck all of existence through it.
I don't think anyone calls it that, but okay.
I mean, in the science community, of which I am a member.
Okay.
Yes. Doctor, Google scientist, thank you very much.
Google researcher.
Do your research. I did my research on YouTube. Thank you very much.
Joe Rogan told me.
Hey, I listen to PBS Eons. That makes me smart.
Good job.
Thanks.